Let me talk about a few things that original novel fans care about. Oh, us. The game includes 2 storylines, an original story and an adaptation of the novel. I'm very curious on the original story, but I mean, the adaptation also works. Like, are we going to be able to like consume all of Lord of Mysteries just through the game? Like the entire first novel just through like flashbacks? I mean, I feel like the adaptation is going to be great regardless. The adaptation of the novel is going to be great because it's adapting the actual original novel. This is a plus. Based on the novel's setting, many fun and creative elements were added. Okay, what do you mean added? Like extra? For example, you could possess animals like dogs or pigs. What the fuck? Wait, what? So we'd be able to consume the novel and like the original story, but like through the POV of a dog or an animal? What? We asked for this for sure. If you name yourself the Fool at the start, you'll be forcibly sent back to the login screen. Okay, I mean, I'm sure we'll be able to find like some loophole that's like a reference to the novel, right? And name ourselves that. Anyways, if you're naming yourself the Fool, you're corny. Anyways, you're not my goat, Klein. This is like, it's like heresy. It's like blasphemy, you know? The game map is extremely large. Okay, that's good. I just hope it's as detailed as the trailer, right? There's no way. I really don't think it's going to be like the entire world or like even half the world is going to be as detailed as like these very specific spots they're showing us. I feel like a lot of it might just be terrain or that's it. Like only certain parts of the city will be super detailed. Yeah, I'm really curious. Like, are the NPCs always going to be doing stuff or are they just going to be sitting there? Will this like parade always be there? Or will there be like only certain times of the day it appears? Currently, Tengen is open, but you can already see places like Backland, the Facek Empire. Ooh, the Forsaken Land of the Gods, Sony Islands, East Balam, West Balam, and more. Okay, this is gonna make the world building so much better for Lord of Mysteries. LOTM already clears everything, but this on top of everything. No one's gonna be like, oh, yo, the Facek Empire, it wasn't that detailed. Now it is. Now it is. Are we dead ass? What do you mean, are we dead ass? Wait for the ORV gameplay. Yo, is this your top one? Star, is this your top one? Low-hanging fruit? All right, I mean, you're the one who brought it up. What can I say? I wonder if my goat Roselle is in the game. Probably. Wait, can we become pirates? Like get our own pirate ships? Dude, that would be sick. That would be so fun. Getting our own like guild pirate ships and sailing around. We need to talk to the devs. We need to tell them to give us pirate shit. Let us get ships. And is it gonna be like Sea of Thieves? And we can just steal. We can just like battle other pirate ships and like pirate crews and just steal their shit. Dude, that would be so fun. Oh my god. I mean, wait, we know there's vehicles. Like I know it's gonna be for like those like specific events, but like there's already vehicles. Like he said in part 2. Are there also gonna be pirate ships? No way there is going to be ship battles. By the way, we would need to go into the sea to get materials. No? Yeah, probably. For like sailor pathway. Yeah, wait, for sailor pathway, a lot of their stuff is dependent on like water and an ocean. Yo, the sailor pathway is gonna be absolutely broken at sea. You can like legit destroy everybody at sea. Who cares about the sailor pathway? You will lead the demoness pirates to glory and treasure. On God. Is sailor pathway already confirmed? All the pathways will be added eventually. All the original 22 for sure. That's what they said. Will we be able to go to like the city of silver, Moon City, all that in the Forsaken Land of the Gods? Oh dude, like the drops must be crazy in the Forsaken Land of the God. It must be crazy there. And it's gonna be hella dangerous, but like, I don't know. Anyways, the assassin pathway gender swapping will likely appear as NPCs and monsters, and witches have already appeared. Okay. I mean, that's cool. There'll be gender swapping NPCs, but like the more important thing is like, can we become assassins? Can we become witches? Can we become demonesses and, you know, get that gender swap and make people experience pleasure? This is going to be a pay-to-win Gunner gacha game. There are side quests where you can fight alongside Dawn and Daily, all right? And the amount of content is comparable to the main storyline. These kind of serve as like side stories to a certain extent, right? So you know how everyone's been begging Cuttlefish to give us side stories? Boom, right here. There's like so much content that these guys can farm. I understand why they have 500 devs now. I'm really praying that this game does well and they like fully flesh out and they fully realize the potential this game has. Right now, it's just the potential, man. It's a potential game of Doom. That's all it is. This is like the biggest potential game ever. Low-key, there's so much potential. If they pull it off, I know this is Glaze, but if they realize this game to its fullest potential, this will go down as one of the best games ever. I know this is Glaze. This is all Glaze because potential in itself doesn't mean anything, right? It could be the worst game ever. It could be a total flop, but oh my God, if they even realize just 10%, it's gonna be really fucking good. It being a mobile game is really throwing me off because how are they going to make a quality game and be able to run on the average phone? I don't know if the mobile will have as much stuff as PC version. I really don't know. There is no PvP quality in the game. It plays like an auto battler and you just lose anything on death. Why are we just lying? This is just lies and misinformation. Sequence advancement requires collecting and consuming potions. All right, I mean, we already knew this. this. That's like legit the only way you can make a Lord of Mysteries game, and it be like it somewhat follows the novel. The first season will likely cap around okay, sequence 6. Wait, so we can get to sequence 6 already in the first season? How long is the season? Like a few months? I'm hoping they don't allow us to go to higher sequences too quickly with next seasons. I don't know how they're going to implement mythical creature forms, demigods, all that shit. That's too much. Despite rumors about pulling characters, the system actually lets you pull character skills, not full characters like typical gacha games. Okay, but I don't want any of this. I don't want there to be like a pulling skills thing that you have to pay for. Maybe, I mean, maybe you don't have to pay for it. Like you can earn through the game, but dude, we already knew there's gonna be like a small 20% pay to win aspect of this game. This is the most, dude, I'm getting pissed off. This is like the worst part of everything. Everything seems so promising, and they just have this. They just have this. Oh my god, 10 cent more. Okay, so if you pulled for a skill 2 years ago and got the combo skill 8 months later and the new skill today, you are broken. But no, but they talked about in part 2 that there's like resets, right? There's like yearly resets or something. So you like lose the skill. I don't know. Furthermore, once the season or yearly reset hits and New Year's release, the stats you paid for previously become obsolete. Actually, I don't know if this means you lose it or maybe it just becomes less relevant because higher tier gear and stats become available. Nah, no way. I spent time and money just to be a bum in a year. What's the point of grinding if you're a bum in a year? Intentional power creep. It becomes obsolete not because you lose it, it's because there's just better stuff. Sealed artifacts can also be equipped to grant passive effects, and they are earned through grinding, not gacha. Thank God. I know it's already too late. There is already a pay to win aspect or pay to skip the grind aspects, but at least not everything is pay to get. I asked many veteran Justice Online players why they don't just try other MMOs. It's not because those games are bad or they lack time. They've simply gotten used to convenience and become lazy. Most other MMOs feel too complex and troublesome. I think this is exactly one key reason why Lord of the Mysteries could succeed, because people are too lazy and it's too convenient. What? While keeping manual gameplay fun, it makes the experience even more convenient than Justice Online. For example, if you're missing the last treasure chest or collectible, instead of searching guides online, you can just press one button and the game auto paths you there. Is this auto play? Just auto playing for us? This might even put boosting studios out of business. Do people like pay for you to play the game for them and grind their accounts for them? Is that a thing? Yes. Is this a good thing? Elon Musk did it. Well, it's making quality of life for MMOs easier for the average player. You don't have to grind fodder to level up your inner power traits. Once you pull/unlock them, the stats are fixed, though you can fuse them later. What does fuse mean? Before a raid, you can click the boss's avatar to see a full preview of its skills and mechanics. Okay, yo, these guys are like making it super easy for the casual. It's not gonna be a high learning curve. For me, who's never played an MMO RPG, I think this is good. I like this. It's gonna be easy for me to get into the game. And that's what matters, right? You want to get people sucked into this game. So make it as easy for people to get in. I feel like the issues for Lord of Mysteries as an IP is that it's just too complex. So it's hard to get into it. Like there's just too much to learn, too much lore, too much all this. So if there's a easy way to pull people into the IP, this is a good thing. I don't think this is a bad thing. This is all good. Beta testers, maybe just glazers, dude. I mean, it's a possibility this guy is legit just getting paid by the devs. I heard that on Bilibili, like half of the views are just fake. That's what I've heard. Chinese people tell me that like it's very common in China, fake glazers. People just pay for it. Maybe this guy glazing the game is also getting paid. I hope not. A lot of this is just like objective things he's talking about. So like, can you really like, sure, he can like portray it in a positive light. The objective thing is still in the game, unless he's just lying about what's in the game. We'll find out once the game comes out. Praying the skill ceiling is high, dude. Me too. Because oh my God, I'm gonna grind the fuck out of this game. Yo, 7-hour streams every day, bare minimum. The more games I play, the less tolerant I am for dumb design mistakes. Okay, so this guy he's a veteran gamer. I often wonder why some games repeat errors that others already made. But it's clear that the Lord of Mystery dev team is smart and very experienced with MMO design. Yo, Spark, Nexa, these guys have nothing. These guys have made like one game. This is like the only game they made. I don't think they're that experienced. Unless it's all like poached devs. There's no way. He's just glazing. He's getting paid. This guy's definitely got paid. Same company doesn't mean same devs. I know. They probably got poached devs. Yeah. Probably. The Lord of Mysteries dev team is smart and very experienced with MMO design. I feel like this is like This line kind of makes me feel like he's paid, no? Like, this is a little too much glaze. This is a little too much glaze. Yeah. They just can get devs from other games. His language seems like hard glaze. Probably paid, I bet. I hope not. I couldn't find any major issue. Are we dead ass? Are we dead ass? In a beta where other people were talking about like issues like already and saying like certain things seem stiff. There's no way you can't find major issues in a fucking beta, a closed beta. Dude, this guy's low-key getting paid. In a closed beta, no major issues. Okay, I mean, maybe the devs just like locked the fuck in and this is like the best thing ever. But then again, they're hiding all the gameplay. They're hiding all the actual gameplay. Like, we haven't seen anything besides people walk around and like them show off the Unreal Engine 5, but like that's all you're showing us. Sure, like the worlds feel like alive. The gameplay feels very mature and well designed. Okay. After playing for a while, the only flaws I could nitpick are hardware related ones, such as graphics quality and combat impacts. What? Graphics quality? What? Unreal Engine 5 graphics quality issues? They're indeed not as good as Korean MMOs. And the freedom level isn't comparable to a AAA single player game like GTA or Elden Ring. Okay, bro, we're like comparing this shit to like the best games ever. I think he's just adding this like in the end to be like, yo, they're onto me being paid. They're onto me being paid. So let's compare it to like the most popular games of all time, like GTA or Elden Ring. I'm so confused on the graphics quality specific part. Sure, like the combat impact is like, I heard like it's somewhat stiff from like the previous beta testers, but graphics quality, obviously no one is expecting it to be as good as GTA or Elden Ring, especially with freedom. But almost no domestic Chinese game can achieve those standards anyway. It's understandable. Okay, all right. I don't know how I feel about this like entire section. Like, he's glazing and then I feel like he just says like some random shit here and then compares it to the best games of all time. Then he's like, well, it's fine. If you can take the story mode on its own, it is essentially a free single player ARPG. If it were sold on Steam, it would be worth about $15 to $20. Any higher would be pushing it in terms of comparing it to AAA masterpieces, as it hasn't reached that level just yet. I mean, it is in the beta, so I'm not expecting it to reach that level, but I mean, it's interesting. Just the story mode on its own can be considered its own game, and like people would pay for it. Is this glazing? And this is just for the beta. Bro's probably lying. LOL, my bad. His PC isn't powerful enough for the game. Is he talking about the phone walking leak? Is it going to be free on mobile? Yes, it's going to be free. It's all free. If you take the MMO mode on its own, it's basically a Western fantasy version of Justice Online, but with richer dungeon and PvP contents. Okay, I mean, Justice Online doesn't really have that great of like reception. Okay, yeah, 6 out of 10. It's like very mixed. Hope it's better than Justice Online. What it currently lacks is more PvX activities. So does PvX mean like PvE? Is it a gacha? Also, it is semi-open world or fully open world. I don't know. It's both PvE and PvP. I just saw the Justice Online PvP. If this game is the same combat, it's so over. Yeah, I looked at it earlier and doesn't look that great. But then again, this guy is glazing, but he could be paid. Who knows? The development's direction focuses on reducing stat gaps, less grinding, less pay to win, and adopting a seasonal system. What do you mean less pay to win? So you already added pay to win, and now you want to make it less pay to win. It's basically over, or it's over basically? Maybe. At this point, some folks will say game without whales are trash. Realistically, no game generates profit forever. Even in-game gold prices eventually drop. This guy's getting paid. This guy's getting paid by the devs. He's getting paid by Tencent. Look at him running defense on all this. It's over. It might be over. Question, does the character have a home in Tengen? Can it be decorated? Does it have any other functions? Game tester, there is an independent castle for you. Basically a house system like in MMOs, and you can freely decorate it. Wait, what? So we can like make our own house and like decorate the shit out of it? Wait, you're telling us that all players get like a massive house? Is this true? All players? Or you have to pay for this with like IRL money? No way, that's free. WWM has boats. This has mansions.